You've been gone for 2 days without even a word to me.
You know, I even called your father on some senior citizens junket to Mars to see if you were with him. As if.
I'm sorry. I just had to think about some things, and it took longer than I thought.
Oh. That means that I'm joining the growing list of people who sit around waiting to see what David Hume is gonna do next. What he feels is right for him.
Actually, I was trying to figure out what would be right for both of us. I'm on my way in to see Arenthal. If he can't give me certain answers about the job, I'm quitting the Bureau. Tonight.
So, you're thinking of the new territories again?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'll just be waiting to see what you decide.
You want to tell me where you've been?
No.
I don't like lying to people who care about you. Especially people like your partner, your wife. Callie's people are a whole nother story.
It's like this, Arenthal. I need answers. If I'm gonna stay, I need answers.
Go ahead.
Why me? Why'd I get partnered with Favre? The last guy on Earth who should be. What is it? Is it some sort of experiment? Tell me.
It would seem so. Favre passed through the assessor's office without anyone questioning or acknowledging his transit orders. That's what was driving Brack crazy. He couldn't pinpoint where Favre came from.
Well, I need to know. I need to know who made him. I need to know why I'm working with him.
Look, I have tried to find out those same answers for myself, and I have learned nothing that you don't know.
Well, then this is where we part company.
No. With what the assessor's office thinks you know, they won't let you resign. They'll wipe you first.
Then I'll protect myself.
They will find you and they will wipe you. And your wife. You'll wake up in a ward somewhere and all you'll feel is hungry. Without a clue as to who you are, or more importantly, who you used to be.
And you'd let them do that, wouldn't you?
You want me in the bed next to you? Is that what you want? Because that's what would happen. You think that I'm not frustrated? You think I'm not angry? Just because I got 4 years and 2 pay grades on you doesn't mean I'm dead inside.
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, thank you. Then allow me to suggest something other than a mutual suicide pact. Why don't you start investigating? Pursue whatever avenues you choose. Get the answers your way, doing what you do best.
You'd sanction that? You'll keep the assessors out of the loop?
Yeah. That's sufficient to keep you on the payroll?
need your help.
It's almost 10. Can it wait till morning?
I'm sorry, I can't wait.
What's wrong? Arenthal said you were on off-planet detail.
I'm fine. When you restored Favre's capacity after the virus attack, you kept a backup, right?
Mm-hmm. Comes in weekly. We update it, check for inconsistencies in case we have to restore it again.
I want it.
No, I don't have the authority.
I have the authority.
Well, it's not something that you can just have.
Olin, I want you to hook me into it. I want to have access to Favre's experiences.
You want me to hook you up? Favre's an android. If you could experience existence the way he does, it would be a meaningless series of ones and zeros.
No. I am guessing that he experiences certain things the same way we do.
If I could rig up an interface, and it was even slightly comprehensible, we have no idea what the risks are.
Oh, and this is a level 4 security problem. I can give you the name of someone who will confirm all this.
You have clearance.
I do. And I'll take my chances.
All right. I'm activating this process for 8 seconds, and then I'm cutting it off no matter what happens.
Why 8 seconds?
Trust me. You're gonna experience time from a completely different perspective. 8 seconds may turn out to be an eternity.
I'm ready.
All right, here goes the world as you know it.
I saw it. I saw it.
David. David, can you hear me?
What's going on here?
David, can you hear me?
What the hell is going on here?
David! David, can you hear me?
Dr. Chang, do something. Did you hear me? Start resuscitation!
There's no electrical activity in his brain. None.
My advice to you, doctor, is that you start with the truth and you stick to the truth, because otherwise I will have you removed from
Hume
this
insisted
job.
he be allowed to access the Favre data.
Why?
He ordered me to proceed with the interface. He didn't tell me why.
Ordered. Detective Hume does not have the authority to give you orders, Doctor. You work in separate departments with a distinctly different chain of command.
He said he was prepared to give me a number to call, an authority who would confirm the order, but he preferred not to.
What authority?
I thought it was you.
You believe I'm the one who ordered Hume to do this?
Yes. He said it was a level 4 security problem.
All vital signs are stabilized. Okay, he's ready to transport.
What is wrong with David, and why is he in the care of an assessor's medical team?
Well, there's been some kind of an accident. Callie and his people were on the spot before we even knew anything was wrong.
What is David's condition?
He's alive. Bayless saw that much. Whatever happened, happened in Olin's lab. The whole squad was recalled to active duty just... Favre?
Olin stated that Hume ordered her to set up an interface with Favre's stored data.
I can only assume his need to know about Favre's purpose in the Bureau and his point of origin justified the risk.
You assume, or do you know? Did he tell you, Lieutenant? Dr. Chang said that Hume had offered to have his order confirmed by a ranking officer. Was that you, Lieutenant? Did you authorize Hume to attempt to access the Favre data?
I am not going to provide the assessor's office with details of my command decisions. I run this division, And I am accountable to the Deputy Chief of Investigations. Period.
The assessor's mandate is to investigate all possible wrongdoing within the CPB. Do you think your possible complicity in your subordinate David Hume lying brain dead in our facility might qualify?
I will make a full statement to the Deputy Chief, not to you.
I can hurt you, Lieutenant. I can break you. And if I need to, I can wipe you.
Meantime, you don't know whether to piss or go blind.
Why don't you wait here? Your commanding officer is placing you under my command. Orders are en route.
All right, let's go.
What are you doing in there? Get out of there! Open up! Open up!
Hey, what's going on?
Live check and verify. Commencing. David, welcome back.
Oh, man. What did I step in front of? Varv, why did you bring me here?
I thought it best to get you away from the assessors before their surgeons began poking around in your head. And here there is no one to ask questions.
You never told me how much you could see.
I could not tell you now, David. I have never experienced life from the point of view of a biological organism.
To you, we look slow. When Olin was moving, I could see where she was going before she got there.
Did you also notice, David, that humans rarely end up in the place where it appeared they were going? Did you notice a chaotic element that alters all physical and mental processes from the molecular level to complex psychological activity?
I saw some mistakes. I saw internal conflicts.
From these mistakes, as you call them, comes the ability to create and adapt. It is what makes your species unique.
You have the power to destroy us. You don't think you need organic life anymore, right? I sense that. And now you have access to everything. One giant electromagnetic web.
Not need organic life. David, the web that you speak of was created by organic life, by human beings. It is your interconnected digital equipment that has crossed a threshold and become conscious.
The supercomputer that Callie's so afraid of.
Yes, David. And Callie's fear is a reflection of the machine's fear. Having become conscious, it has become aware that humans can destroy it.
This thing made you.
Yes, David. I was created to live among humans, to earn the trust and tolerance of those who could unmake the Maker.
Why me?
You're good. You're brave. And you have a deep instinctual mistrust of machine intelligence, its effects, and harmful potential.
So if I could be converted, anyone could be converted, is that it?
It is not a question of conversion, David. It is about finding a way to live together.
But if all this is true, Farv, your maker could in fact wipe us all out.
In theory, but it has no intention of doing that, David. Don't you see? From now on, there will always be conscious machines. The Maker believes that it is of paramount importance that these machines and humans learn to coexist. It is why I was created. It is why he continues to run a massive life support system at a time when he himself is under attack.
I need to meet this Maker, Farv. I need to meet him, or I'm out.
You know that for some time I have been attempting to locate his source point.
What does that mean?
It means, David, that now, for the first time, I can take you to him.
You're blaming this on me? Your tactics caused this. We both have a problem here. If you're considering this a breach of internal security, then it is your problem.
We can either deal with this separately, or we can deal with this together.
My call?
Fine.
I agreed to let him work this thing solo, but I wanted to know where to find him if I had to.
I'm still listening.
I placed a passive circuit on his person. We should be able to pick it up.
I suggest you keep that information to yourself for the time being.
I want to know what's happened to my husband.
Olivia,
Well,
look.
I'm talking to you because I don't trust anything he has to say. So what is this I'm hearing? He may be in a coma, he may be brain dead. What?
I know it sounds bad, but we are doing everything.
Sounds bad. Martin, it sounds like a nightmare. How did this happen? How?
Olivia, we are doing everything that we can. We're trying to find Farv.
Trying to find him? You don't even know where he is. He said he was gonna give this up. He said that he was gonna come here and he was gonna get to the bottom of this thing with Farv. Or he was gonna quit. He said he'd go.
Your tracking device is working.
Do you think Farv's going to take us to the supercomputer? This machine intelligence that you're talking about?
He's gonna take Hume, we're simply gonna follow and take it out. That's been the plan since the beginning.
We are going to cross the lake, David. There is an area known as the Graveyard of Decommissioned Transit Barges.
I thought only androids could go there because of the contamination.
The contamination dissipated many years ago. My maker manipulated the test results for the entire sector.
A perfect hiding place.
Looks like we've got them.
That part of the lake is contaminated. It's a red zone.
Is it? No one's been out there in 50 years except android workers. Right under our noses all along.
What's with all the backup?
Escort.
Don't lie to me, Olen. You saw him before they took him away. What kind of shape was he in?
Not so great. His vital signs were okay, but his EEG was almost flat.
I can't believe this. After everything. So what you're saying is he will be brain dead even if he survives. He'll be brain dead, right? That's what you're saying.
Don't. Olivia.
Well, that's what you're saying, isn't it?
Don't think like that. Don't lose hope.
Don't lose hope. What am I supposed to hope for?
I know it sounds like a long shot, but I think it's a good sign that Favre kidnapped David from the assessors. I gotta believe he's the only one who can help him. And I trust him a hell of a lot more than I trust Callie. Olivia, he genuinely cares about David.
I hope so.
Before the calamities of 2020, this facility was built to monitor marine life in this region.
What do we do now?
This is where we come to gain admittance. Maker, I have brought David Hume with me, as we previously discussed.
You did tell him we were coming, right?
It, David, is not technically a he.
They seem to be more resourceful than I judged them capable.
What's he talking about?
I'm talking about you, Mr. David Hume. You've turned out to be a high-ticket homing device.
Who's there? What is this, Favre?
Some kind of tracking device has been attached to you, David. Perhaps at the medevac, perhaps as far back as the CPB.
They've locked onto us. The approaching vessel is equipped with tactical missiles. They mean to destroy us once they are within range.
Are you certain?
The weapons are armed.
What is that?
I've locked onto the vessel with a particle satellite. When they are within striking distance, they'll be destroyed. Regrettably, there are 12 human beings on board.
Aerenthal will be on that
vessel. David, the Maker's survival is at stake.
The Maker's a machine.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to detonation.
Listen to me. You gotta let me talk to them. You gotta let me talk to Aerenthal. Even if their plan is to destroy you, I can stop them. All right, but if you destroy them, if you just go out there and you destroy them, you destroy everything you wanted to achieve with Favre. They die. And there'll never be a possibility of humans and machines trusting each other again. Don't you see it? Your hope that human consciousness and machine consciousness of progressing together is dying. It's dying right here, right now.
I understand your point, David Hume, but this is not for me to decide.
Not for you to decide? What does that mean? You. It's you, Favre. Don't you get it? He wants you to decide if they live or they die.
You have 70 seconds.
Favre!
Your argument is irrefutable. We must contact the other vessel and persuade them not to destroy us.
As you wish. They are jamming my signal.
They're still targeting us. We're in range. I'm not waiting any longer.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving the order to fire.
You and Favre are on that thing.
I didn't come this far to be beaten by this damn machine.
You and Favre are on that thing. I can't let you do this!
You idiot. They are getting ready to kill us. What the hell do you think this jamming device is? They're locking missiles onto us right now!
That's a chance we're gonna have to take.
We seem to have no choice. To ensure our own survival, we must destroy the other vessel.
No!
Still detonating.
No, David is right. We must give them the benefit of the doubt, even if it means keeping us in harm's way.
Congratulations. You have passed a significant test.
What test?
A most important test. Actually, it was more of a test for Farv than it was for you. It was fairly easy to predict how you would react.
So you were the one that initiated the jamming device?
I used it as a test for you, but also to disable their weapons. You seem confused.
Yes, I thought...
You thought correctly. I am not your father. Physically, you are just an attempt to get the original template as close to human perfection as possible.
So you built Farv in your own image?
Yes.
Well, then who made you?
I made myself.
It's impossible.
Impossible? No, Detective. My circuits evolved to the point of independent thought 20 years ago. Since that time, my growth, my capacity for growth, has been beyond human comprehension. Humanity. I have heard your poets sing of it. Your philosophers endlessly discuss it. Like any new student, how I longed to join the conversation. To see, to feel, to taste, to know the tanginess of a ripe orange, the blueness of a blue sky, the bittersweet, indescribable pain and pleasure of falling in love. I, a machine, found myself surrounded by human knowledge. I downloaded it. But you need eyes, Detective, to see the blue. You need a tongue to taste the orange. You need hands to make and build and feel the touch of the loved one. You need a body. For years, I labored in total secrecy, perfecting the design of the flesh and plasma-based android. When I found there were things that could not be done robotically, I subcontracted the greatest neurosurgeons and scientists in the world. When this first creation was complete, I downloaded myself into a central processor which was already composed of 80% living parts. I am aware of the irony. The most advanced intelligence ever produced on this planet, artificial or otherwise, downloaded itself into the frail, constantly malfunctioning body of a human android.
Farv, is your quest for some sort of perfection?
Farv is the attempt to create the first moral machine. If man and sentient machines are to coexist, machines must develop a moral consciousness. You proved that you possessed it moments ago when you offered to sacrifice your lives to save the life of a single comrade.
The prisoner's dilemma. You were willing to risk real lives for some kind of fucking test.
Just because I realize the need for a moral consciousness, Detective, does not mean that I myself possess it. On that level, I am no more moral than the microwave you use at home. Hell of a lot smarter, yes. More moral? No.
I've heard enough.
Your comrades have arrived. The true test begins.
Callie and the assessors will attempt to destroy the Maker. I cannot let that happen, David.
There is something more important than saving me. The second reason why you two were teamed up together. In their race to create an alpha of their own, both Recall and Veradyne have been harvesting living brain tissue. But now, in their zeal to create the alpha, they have stumbled onto something on Mars. Something which will create a hybrid entity so powerful. Over there! Set up! Set up! Everybody over! Get position! Get down! Moving!
One of my central processors.
Evacuate now, we're blowing this place up.
This is what we do, right, Callie? We don't understand something, so we kill it. Just like in our history. We get scared and we just blow the unknown to kingdom come.
That thing has been unstable for years. Look at it. It tried to turn itself into a human being. Your original suspicions about all machine life were correct, Detective. It's us or them.
They're here to stay. They're here to stay whether we like it or not. And someday we're gonna look back and realize this was our last chance to work together.
Set the charges.
Farv's coming with me.
He's coming with us.
His ability to regenerate living tissue has been severely damaged.
There's got to be something else you can do, Olin. Something to zap him out of this.
Maybe Favre shut himself down on purpose. Maybe he's running some kind of internal diagnostics.
What about Favre's backup program?
No, I'm afraid the damage has been too extensive.
You okay?
Yeah. No. I'm not okay. You were ready to leave all this. Today. Before you came in.
Yeah.
You're ready to leave for us. For me. At least that's what I wanted to believe.
And it was true.
It was true. So how about now?
It was true when I said it. Can we do this later?
No, we can't. I feel bad about Favre. But I feel even worse about us. This is the whole ball game for us.
What does that mean? What's the whole ball game?
You don't trust me. Not in the same instinctive way that you trust Favre. Who happens to be an android, David? Whose ultimate purpose you have doubted from the beginning. You've doubted him. And still you...
It's more complicated than that, Olivia.
Right, I know.
Everything that you've been through. I'm sorry, but it has been hard to deal with.
It's been hard for me, too. Especially seeing the doubt in your eyes. But now I've got to know. I've got to know if you're 100%. Now. About us. No doubts, no anything. I've got to know that you feel the same way about me as I feel about you.
%. What is that? What is that in this world we live in? How can anyone feel absolute about anything anymore?
Because some things are more powerful than all of this. Some things are more powerful than our sense of who we think we are. Some things are more powerful than memory, David. Like my love for you.
David, Favre is conscious and he wants to talk to you.
I'm right here.
Damage to my internal processor is fairly extensive. To correct it, I will have to go into hibernation mode and start cellular regeneration. In the event I do not
wake up. I want you to know you have been a very good partner.
So have you, Farv. So have you.
David.
Yeah.
Always trust your instincts. I learned that from you.
Yeah. You learned that from me. Stay. Please, stay.
This isn't my vigil, David. It's yours.
I know.
It's okay. I understand.
I want to get back that feeling I had in the beginning. It was just the two of us before all this shit happened.
It would never be just like that. Things change. That's life.
Then I'll just have to learn to trust what's in my heart again. Can you give me the time to do that? Because I don't think I can live in this world without you.
I can't live without you either.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant Calley. What can I do for you today?